And I'm back. I wasn't sure how long all this was going to take, so I was thinking it was possible that after doing this event quest I'd maybe do one of the new hangout events, but it's starting to look like this might just take long enough to take up all the time I was expecting to play tonight. But of course, it could just be ending right here, who knows?
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is?
Yes, you are quite right. I shall take your wise words to heart, sir. They will certainly be most helpful in my next performance.
You are welcome, Miss Yun. Your willingness to hear suggestions is indeed impressive. It's no wonder your opera performance has only been getting better.
No, I'm afraid that's not always the case. Though I am still young, I can be quite arrogant at times. I do not always accept advice so readily, but your wisdom has spoken to me.
Zhongli! We're back!
Oh, it's good to see you and Jin too. Even if we were only just kind of introduced to her in the Archon quest. Here she is again.
Ah, you've returned.
You are also acquaintances?
Yes, we sure are!
We've met on a couple of occasions.
Not everyone gets the privilege of meeting someone so knowledgeable and discreet as Mr. Zhongli. You are indeed well-connected, traveler.
I am flattered, Miss Yun. It is an honor for an ordinary person like myself to have met the traveler.
Oh, so humble.
Wow. Did he really just say that?
I wouldn't dare reveal his true identity.
I'm sure you must have matters to discuss. I have an appointment with Xinyan, so if you'll excuse me, I'll take my leave.
Very well. Goodbye, Miss Yun.
See you around, Yunjin!
That's a funky camera transition there.
So, tell me, what have you learned from your trip?
We asked around and... Classic black screen to explain.
I see. Well, traveler, what do you make of all their opinions?
I think we can weave them into a story.
Yeah! Paimon already started creating her own story on the way here. The goal is to convince Keqing to rest more with just a simple story, right? If that's the case, then Paimon thinks we can use food as our theme.
Yeah, that's the Paimon way, alright.
Think about it. Who doesn't like delicious food? And when it comes to eating, everyone has an opinion. It's the perfect angle for our story.
The lines write themselves. Classic Paimon wisdom.
Paimon knows just what to write. Let's say there's a chef in Liyue who's very talented at cooking. He opens a massive restaurant in Liyue Harbor, and lots of customers come every day, so he's always super busy. Then, how should the story go from there?
His food starts getting worse and worse.
Ooh, that's good. But wait, didn't we say he's really good at cooking? That wouldn't make sense.
It's up to you, it's your story.
There's no need to jump to the conclusion. Why don't you elaborate more on the chef?
More about the chef. You mean both good and bad things?
Yes. To gain one's empathy, there must be familiarity. I would like to understand this chef character of ours a little deeper.
I take it we're actually going with this plan.
Paimon didn't think this far. Why don't you take it from here?
Since you've spoken with others familiar with Keqing, why don't we integrate their thoughts into your story? That will allow it to become all the more convincing.
Okay. Let Paimon think. What did Cloud Retainer say? As one sows, so do they reap. And the joy of reaping is what one yearns for.
That was quite poetic, Paimon. Bravo!
Oh, now Paimon remembers? Cloud Retainer said that if she spends all her efforts working on a machine with no time to test the outcome, then she'd be like a chef who doesn't get to try their own food. Problems are bound to pop up.
There's the connection, okay.
Yes, it is most unwise to put the cart before the horse.
Uh-huh! That's exactly what she said! So, let's make that happen to the chef in the story. He's great at cooking, but he can't enjoy his own food.
But there must be a reason why he doesn't partake in the delicacies he makes.
Right! It's because he's super busy! He receives the customers, he takes the orders, and he does all the cooking himself.
Okay, that's taking shape. That's pretty much how Kaching does things.
That should keep him busy enough. He's so busy every day that he doesn't even have time to take a break, which obviously also means he doesn't have time to eat.
That sounds a bit extreme.
Hey, it's just a story. Besides, it's supposed to leave a powerful impression. Kinda like fireworks.
Yes, the chef is unwilling to delegate tasks to others. He's overconfident about his own cooking abilities and tries to accomplish everything on his own.
Paimon already kind of feels sorry for him.
Many hands make light work.
Oh, right! That's what the chef doesn't understand. And there's another saying. What was it again? Oh, yeah! A rested worker is an efficient worker. That's what Yamfe said.
I mean, sure, she said that as more of an excuse, but alright.
So, the chef gets busier and busier to the point where he can't stand up straight anymore, and he has big, dark circles under his eyes. The customers tell him to take a few days off to get some rest, but the chef won't listen.
I mean, the story's simple enough, but Paimon's delivery... I just can't take it with the voice and the way she puts emphasis on it. Whew!
His judgment is clouded by the chores before him. He is oblivious to mountains in the distance, the bigger picture.
Eventually, the chef falls ill, and his cooking becomes far worse than when he started. The customers can't convince him to rest, and they don't like his cooking anymore. So they stop coming to his restaurant.
Yeah, she's really getting into this. The consequences of not getting enough rest are pretty serious.
Rest is always of great importance. Although we may come across various difficulties in our lives, pushing ourselves is never a good modus operandi. The story is quite simple, without embellishment, yet deeply meaningful. If our listener is sensible, then she should quickly grasp the meaning contained within.
You're saying Paimon made a good story?
Sincerity can allow one to see clearly, and earnest advice can provide sound direction. The story is indeed good. The Yuhang is an adroit leader. I am certain she will understand the message you are trying to convey.
Really? Score 1 for Paimon!
Given that the case involving the treasure hoarders has come to an end, she is inevitably tired. Now will be the ideal moment to speak with her. If all goes well, I think your story will be a success.
Hear that? Zhang Li says Paimon's story has what it takes. If anyone knows a good story, he does. Quick, let's go find Kuchi.
Actually, that's a really good point. If anyone knows a good story, it's gotta be Zhongli. Since we spent all that time coming up with the story in question, who wants to bet that Paimon doesn't actually tell the story as is, and we get a nice little cut to black to say, Paimon tells the story. I have a funny feeling it'll be something simple like that.
The matter has finally come to an end, but we mustn't lower our guard. Increase patrols around Chingsa village and coordinate our people at other fireworks locations to prevent any further theft.
Yes, Lady Kaching.
And by the way, the Ministry has requested the Millilith to increase security along travel routes. How is that proceeding?
It's all been taken care of. However, due to various reasons, there are still some blind spots in the city.
Have we drafted a new patrol map? Please, give me a copy and I'll look it over when I have time.
Understood. The patrol map is still being drafted, but it will be ready soon.
Okay. Also,
Oh, excuse me, Lady Kuching? Your friends are here.
Hi, Kuching. Still working? Aren't we going to see the fireworks?
Oh, yes. But I thought we'd meet at the Jade Chamber. Why have you come here?
You told us to walk and have a look around.
Yeah, we walked around the city just like you told us to. It's very nice. But it would be even nicer if you could join us. Do you still have work to do?
Well, that's a way to put it.
It's nothing urgent, really, just some trivial matters. But I wish to get it done as soon as possible.
You can leave it to us, Lady Kuching. You've been working hard for a long time, so you should get some rest. If I'm not mistaken, the Traveler is here to remind you to take a break.
Good insight. And we have something to tell you, Kutzing.
That's right! Something so important that we must speak with you personally, right now!
Oh, really? In that case... Jingcheng, I'll let you take charge. Thank you.
Understood. I'll handle things from here.
Traveler and Paimon, let's go to the Jade Chamber. The view there is nicer and it's much more private. Perfect for talking.
Apart from the fact that it's someone else's home.
Well, here we are. What was it you wanted to talk about?
We have a story to tell you.
Yeah, we want to tell you a story from this beautiful view. What do you say?
All right, I'm listening.
So it turns out we just heard some big news in Teyvat. A very talented chef is in trouble.
Okay, well maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, is the chef from Liyue? From Liuli Pavilion or Shinua Kiosk, perhaps?
No, the chef is from Mondstadt. Yeah, and he's really good. He had a restaurant right next to the city gate. He was super efficient, and his cooking was really delicious, so his restaurant had been getting more and more popular. In fact, he became so busy that the worker from the florist next door asked him, "Sir, why don't you find someone to help you in the restaurant?" But the chef brushed the idea aside, saying that he's the only one that can turn top-quality ingredients into world-class dishes. No one could help him.
Well, confidence is an essential trait for a good chef. He must be an excellent cook.
That's what everyone was saying. But surprisingly, after just 6 months, no one would dine in his restaurant anymore. Shocking, right? Do you have any guess why?
Maybe the chef had fallen ill, or...
Wrong answer! You tell her, Traveler!
Jeez. Why do you have to be so shrill? Because he was too stubborn.
Ding, ding, ding! Yep, it's because the chef was too stubborn. He would keep himself busy every day and try to make the most delicious dishes for all his guests. But he forgot that he's only human and needs time to eat and rest.
Yeah, hammer the point home.
He was so busy that he didn't even have time to eat and couldn't even taste his own cooking. He was unwilling to seek help, even when he's tired, because he thought he's the only one capable of cooking the best dishes. Eventually, the people around him felt like they couldn't help him anyway, so they just left. And because he had forgotten the original taste of his dishes, he was no longer a good chef. In the end, his restaurant had no choice but to close for good.
Oh. I see. He's overly confident, which disappoints the people around him, and he's so impatient that he ends up losing sight of his original purpose. So, that's the whole story?
Oh, yep, that's the whole thing.
Please don't laugh at us.
Hey, didn't you just say that Paimon made a great story?
Some of that was made up on the spot, but you know, it's fine.
Did you come up with that story?
Oh, no, we just,
How should I describe it? The story is very simple, and I suppose the ending isn't really surprising.
Huh?
Think before you act and don't overexert yourself. Of course, I understand these concepts in theory, but when tasks come to me personally, it is easy to lose sight of the bigger picture.
It's as if you were a cloudman. Wow, I ruined that one. Your judgment is clouded, right?
Yes. Up in the mountains, we can see the mist in the clouds. Out in the ocean, we can see fog on the sea. That's why, from time to time, we need to examine where we are, remove the fog, and feel our heart.
so how do you feel now, Kuching?
How do I feel? Deep down inside, I wish I could slow down time. That way, I could finally take the opportunity to walk around the city, see the people I wish to see, and watch the fireworks. Thinking back, I used to be even more impatient. My colleagues would resign after just 3 months of working with me.
Whoa.
You're completely right. It's important to know your boundaries. But I am getting better. You can tell, can't you? And I did make a promise with you, didn't I? We agreed to enjoy the fireworks show together this year. So, happy Lantern Rite, Traveler and Paimon. I'm very happy to be here and enjoy this moment together with you. I've poured all my best effort into this fireworks show. And now that we're here, I sincerely hope you will enjoy it. I feel very fortunate to be right here, enjoying the fireworks, and enjoying the view of Liu Harbor.
Happy Lantern Rite, Kutsing.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite. And thank you.
Lady Kuching, the item Lady Ningguang prepared for you has arrived.
Traveler, wait here for a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Huh? Must be something important.
Traveler, Paimon? Ningguang had her personal tailor make it for me. Said it's an imported style. Well, do you like it?
Wow, it's beautiful!
So that's how they brought it into the game proper. Okay.
It's time. Traveler, please enjoy the grand finale of this year's Lantern Rite. The fireworks show.
Isn't it beautiful?
Hey, check you out. Looking pretty fancy.
Only a true treasure catches the eye of Captain Beidou. Seems I've struck gold with this one.
Oh.
Did you see that? Way over there, a firework that looks just like a pig!
So it does.
Hey everyone, time to eat. Food's ready. No better way to celebrate.
Dr. Baiju, sorry to trouble you again this year.
No trouble at all.
Lantern right.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite!
Wait a minute, I heard the Traveler's voice in there. That never happens. Well, that cutscene was very cute. Really tied the whole thing together and made it all worth it. You got to see all the playable characters, but even got to see plenty of the NPCs from the down there. And how they're celebrating the Lantern Rite. Kind of forget sometimes just how many NPCs we end up helping throughout the game, but wow, there's a lot of them. Kind of because they largely look similar beyond like hair color and clothing color. It's hard to tell them apart sometimes, but getting to see them and their interactions is always absolutely a joy. So I suppose now that I've completed the event part of, or event story part, I think I could finally make the rest of the fireworks. I want to make sure I've got the whole collection. Ah, there it is. Right. So I've got at least 4 more fireworks to work on. Where is it? Launch tube. The crafting for this is a little funky, but thankfully I've had some minor experience in a system like this with... The ones I came up with that I was reminded of was Xenoblade Chronicles 1, and then Dragon Quest 11, I think it was. Had a somewhat similar crafting system. With a certain amount that the bar fills each time you click the button. A couple different options as to how much the bar fills, whether it's random or just set amounts. With the goal getting a perfect score of 3,000. Which I was able to on the first 2, but no guarantees for the last 4. Might as well give it a try, though. So, which of these actually looks like it can do it? And we'll try this one. Fills 3 bars in one go. Well, that already ruined the height one. Okay. Whoops. So... that bar needs filled greatly. Yeah, that's not very helpful. Too much? Too much. That one worked out. Ow! I meant to click the spread. Well, there went that. It was nice. And I ran out of the points. Okay, well, that didn't go very well. Oh, so 3,000's not perfect for that one? Okay, well, I just assumed based on the first 2. Never mind. I think I'll try that one more time. One that covers multiple... Probably good once and not multiple times. Oh, yeah. It's going much further than I'd like. Ah, wow, okay. Now that's gonna be tough. I was given some new ones, though. Maybe I should be trying those instead. Oh, so new ones are for the firepower? I assume it means the flame. Hmm. Well, that could be part of it. Goodness, okay. That one's as random as it gets. I'll just leave it at that. Wow, okay. That one has no room at all. Wow, okay. That just goes right over. I was hoping that would be enough, but... Increase the firepower? Then... Okay, yeah, maybe I'm not so good at this. In some sense, it's a kind of puzzle. Looks like the increased greatly will help for spread. Nope. Okay, well, there went that plan. Ow. Well, that one went horribly. Maybe I'll just complete them as is. Oh, now there's 5 parameters. Lovely. Actually, I probably should check what unlocked. Parameters quality increases. The odds of curious efficacy occurring is increased. Interesting. So when would that be good? Feels appropriate that that's for size. Kinda. That kinda works. Like I'm already running out of points though. Okay, all but height. Really need it not to go very far, so probably that means I need to lower the firepower? I'm gonna try slightly. Make sure I'm on the right. Oh! Okay. I think I actually got a perfect one. Yes! And the last one... Oh boy. Okay, these ended up getting much harder than I thought they would. I kind of just feel like I'm floundering around with it. Ow. Oh, I noticed that lowered the flame. Interesting. Okay, maybe that's what I'm not paying enough attention to. It looked like just 2 of those would work, but okay, I guess not. That kind of works. Maybe... yeah. Fine, that'll have to work. Oh, that at least means I should have all the fireworks now. Or... were they not part of it? Or was it that I had actually gotten them from the shop? Oh, okay. I get them as rewards, it doesn't just happen automatically. That would help. Need more score on that one. Mainly just want to see the fireworks. So which ones were the newer ones? Is 4? I think so. I know it's simple, but I'm very much impressed with the firework tube thing. The launch tube, sorry. I very much like that. I like how customizable it is.
Oh, perfect timing. Let me make some space for you. There. Look. Isn't that an amazing view? I can never get tired of it. Yep, I got a letter from my dad. He said all is well with him and Mom on their travels, and wished me and Granny a happy lantern rite. So typical of my dad. He wrote the exact same thing last year. It's like his go-to lantern rite greeting. But hey, I guess he doesn't overthink these things, and that's where I get my carefree side from too. Look at me. I've taken a few days vacation just so I can enjoy the view. Oh, this reminds me. I should mention you when I write back. When you meet interesting new people, you've got to share it with your family.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I guess some of the characters are just sitting around the harbor. Nice. I'll have to go look for them later. But at least, I think I've accomplished what I set out to do. Finished the event quests part 2 and 3. Had a very satisfying conclusion. I did like that ending cutscene quite a lot. Made it all worth it. But I don't quite have enough time to start anything else, so I think this is a good place to end the night. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope it was of at least some entertaining value to you. And, I'll see you another time. At least for Genshin Impact, probably on Thursday. Thank you very much. I'll see you another time.